Okay, in 5.3 we are going to take a look at a different type of division. It's called synthetic division. You may not have seen this before, but you will definitely see it again if you take college algebra. So let's take a look at how you do synthetic division, okay? So synthetic division is only used when you're dividing by a binomial. That's only a two-term polynomial, and the coefficient of x is 1, okay? So, for example, x plus 3, okay, the coefficient is 1, okay, and it's a binomial, only two terms, so we're going to use synthetic division. We're not going to use long division. We'll use what's called synthetic division, okay? And again, you can only use it when you're dividing by a binomial and the coefficient of x is 1. All right, so here's a little symbol that you use for division, synthetic division. It's like a right angle, and inside here you write a number, the opposite of this number right here that you're dividing by. So the opposite of plus 3, you would write negative 3, okay? And then you're going to write a bunch of numbers from here, okay? Now, just like in long division, synthetic division has to be in order, 3, 2, 1, and then there's none, and they all have to be represented. If there's anything missing, you write a 0, okay? So the coefficients, okay, you're going to write the coefficients and this constant here. So there wasn't a number there, so I put in a 1, so you write a 1, a negative 3, a 4, and a negative 5, okay? And then you're going to draw like this line. It's kind of like an equal sign, all right? Some space in between because you're going to put some numbers in here, and then you're going to combine these numbers and answer them here, okay? Now there's an order or a process for this, okay? So the first thing that you do, whatever this first number is part of your final answer, so you just bring it down below here, okay? Now it's just a process of doing two things. Multiplying, and then you write your answer in the next column here, and then adding or combining. So negative 3 added with another negative 3 is negative 6, okay? Now let's go to multiplying again. Negative 3 times negative 6, 18, positive 18, write it in the next column. And then you add, or basically you combine down, so 4 and 18 is 22. One more time here, multiply negative 3 times 22, negative 66, combine down, negative 71, okay? So these numbers will be part of your answer. The very last number is your remainder, okay? And your remainder would be a fraction, negative 71 over your divisor, x plus 3. Again, it's negative, so write a minus sign in front. And then the 22, I'm just going to work from right to left, okay? Remainder, this is my constant term, plus 22. This would be my coefficient of my x term, negative 6x, and then x squared. 1x squared or just x squared, okay? And that would be your final answer. All right, let's do a couple more examples. Okay, so this is the dividend. It's missing, I see it's missing x to the third, okay? So there is my x to the third. Put a 0 there, just like we did in long division. Now it's in descending order, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and then you write that right angle. And what number do you put in here? The opposite of the constant term of your divisor. So negative 3, opposite, positive 3. Okay, all my coefficients and my constant term, negative 36, write it out here. Okay, so 2, 0, negative 1, negative 39, and negative 36. Do not forget the 0. Okay, all right. And then you draw that line. Always bring down the first number, and then start your multiplication and combining. Multiply first, 3 times 2 is 6. Combine down, 0 plus 6, 6. Multiply, 3 times 6, 18. Combine, 18 minus 1, 17. Multiply, 3 times 17. Combine down, 51 minus 39, positive 12. 3 times 12, 36. And then negative 36 plus 36 is 0, so there's no remainder. Therefore, 12 would be your constant term, okay? And then 17 is your x term, 6 is your x squared term, and then 2x cubed. And there's your final answer. All right, let's just try one more. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. They're all there, descending order. We're good to go. All right, so what are you writing here? The opposite of negative 3, positive 3. Everything is in order, so let's write those numbers in order here. Okay, so 2, negative 9, 5, 13, and negative 5. Draw that line, have some space in here, bring on down the first number, which is 2. All right, now let's multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. Put the answer above here. Next column, combine down, negative 3. Multiply 3 times negative 3, negative 9, combine down, negative 4. Multiply, negative 12, combine down, 13 minus 12, positive 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. So we have a remainder, negative 2. So we're going to write the remainder. Okay, negative 2, so minus 2 over the divisor, x minus 3. 1 is my constant term, so just write 1, positive 1 plus 1. X term, x squared term, x cubed. You see how it goes in order. X, or I'm sorry, no x, just the constant. X, x squared, x cubed, and so on. Okay? And there's your final answer. So there you have synthetic division.